Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart. Psalms 37 verses 4. Yo, I don't even think you realize this. There is somebody literally right now talking to God about you. I'm serious. Somebody somewhere is like, God, when you send them, please let me love them right. Please let me recognize them when I see them. They don't even know your name yet. That's the crazy part. But they've been describing you. They've been describing your heart, your peace. They've been describing your humor, your patience, your discipline. Even that thing that, people talk about is too much. Like you too much. They're praying for your too much. They're praying for your honesty. They're praying for your growth, your focus. And the wild part is God's been preparing both of you guys at the same time. You're over here, learning how to love yourself right. And they're over there learning how to love somebody else right. You've been thinking you're just healing, but no, you're being built for the one who's been talking to God about you. That's what's going on. And I need you to get excited about that. Get excited, like for real. Like, do you understand how powerful that is? Somebody is literally talking to God about your name, about your future, about your peace. Somebody's asking God to strengthen them so they can handle the kind of love that you bring. And I get it. Sometimes, being single feels crazy. Feels like a punishment, kind of. Like you start comparing yourself. You see other people, all booed up. I know how it is. And you're like, God, what about me? How do I know? Because that was me. But hear me clearly. God's not ignoring you. He's insulating you. He's keeping you away from people who would have mishandled you before you reach this version of yourself. That's what's going on. I say it all the time. You are not being delayed. You are being developed. Because the love that's coming your way requires what? Maturity, not mixed signals. It requires stability, not situationships. That's why certain people couldn't stay. They weren't praying for you. They were praying on you. I said that before. But your next one, they're talking to God, not group chats. They're fasting for clarity, not flirting, for attention. They're asking for peace, not popularity. And when y'all finally meet, it won't feel like a guessing game. It's going to feel like, yo, this is what I prayed for. And I want you to match that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Really. Don't just sit around waiting. Pray for them. Pray for their health, their purpose, their focus. Not from a desperate place, but from a place of preparation. Pray that when y'all meet, y'all are both aligned. Because relationships aren't just cute moments. There are spiritual assignments. You need to be equally yoked in peace, in purpose, in prayer. Because yes, the storms will come. I can promise you that. But I promise you that if both of you are anchored in God, you will survive the winds. You can argue without breaking, disagree without disrespect, love without actually losing yourself. That's what praying for them does. It builds a foundation before y'all even meet. And let me tell you something real. I was talking to a woman not too long ago, and I was like, okay, she seems cool. She looks good. She got a nice smile, you know what I'm saying? I was like, God, maybe this is something. But then I started talking, and boy, when I tell you, she started talking about all kind of nonsense, all kind of goofy stuff, gossiping, name dropping, complaining, talking about people she don't even know. Just being messy for no reason. And I'm sitting there like, oh, no way. No way. You might have been praying for me, but I ain't been praying for you. I ain't been praying for somebody like you. Click, hang up. not that type of vibe, not that type of spirit. And that's when it hit me. Just because somebody wants you doesn't mean that you're aligned with what you've been praying for. Remember that. That's why discernment matters. You can't just be flattered that somebody is interested. You got to listen to the spirit behind the what? The conversations. Because the one God's sending you won't drain you with drama. They'll challenge you with peace. They'll make you laugh, you know what I'm saying? Not gossip. They'll bring clarity, not confusion. So yeah, somebody's been talking to God about being in a relationship with you, but you gotta make sure that you've been talking to God about who you're ready to receive too. Because it's not just about, love showing up. It's about the right love showing up at the right time. So you got to stay in position. You got to keep healing. You got to keep on building. Keep on becoming the person who's ready to recognize answered prayer when it walks in. And guess what? If you need help letting go of the ones who were never praying for you, the ones who had access but no intention, then guess what you can do? You can grab that ebook, y'all know it, Letting Go When God Says So. It's not just words, it's peace in pages. That's what I like to call it. Link is in the description. But until then, keep praying. Pray for them, not out of loneliness, but out of love. Because when it's time, and when God finally says, now, you're going to realize that He was answering both of y'all prayers at the same time. That's the crazy part, ain't it? Man. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all coffee today. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all coffee. If you didn't, go get some coffee. Nah, I shouldn't. You know what? I shouldn't have said that. I take that back. I don't want you guys, if you guys haven't started the coffee, don't start, because just don't start. I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Peace.